But folks, my name is Barry Hess. I am the Libertarian nominee for governor. And I think it's important this time that we note what's happened out there. What's happened right here in your own community, and I'm telling you, it's happening all over the state. What's happening is that people are fed up. They're fed up with the two parties fighting back and forth. And especially in this governor's race, I think it's very important. We need someone who can work across the aisles to get ideas going. The idea of this gridlock that has gone on is untenable. It's got us locked into spending that we simply cannot afford. And it's got raising costs that go up. We've got to stop that. Last year, I had the opportunity to bring together the largest and most diverse coalition in Arizona's history to successfully mount the first in over 30 years, in over 30 tribes, the first successful citizens referendum against some horrible laws that sought to deprive you of your choices and to lock us into just a Republican or just a Democrat. I think we've got to be bigger than that, because the problems they have brought us certainly need to be addressed. I think that the number one priority, for instance, isn't education, like Fred Duvall would say, for instance. He just wants to give your budget to education. That's a voting block, and that's all it is, and we shouldn't kid ourselves. I think the number one problem that we face is jobs. There's no such thing as a jobless recovery. Now, let me give you an idea of how, as governor, I can actually create a job, because we know government does not create jobs. It never has. But in Los Angeles, about 3 weeks ago, they repealed one law. Repealed one law. And it was against home vending. In 3 days, they created over 1,000 new businesses. I'm a libertarian. You know where my heart's going to be. It's going to be to get rid of as many of those useless, interfering laws as is possible. And I think that would be nice to see my Republican and Democrat competitors show up at some of these rural events. They're concentrated on Maricopa because that's where the votes are. And it's really a shame that people don't get to see them under fire, because they've got no answer. The Republican, all he's going to do is tell you about who endorsed him. And the Democrat is only going to tell you they're going to give more money to education. Well, I'm going to tell you we've got more to handle here. Our education is the pits. And I don't think that it's more money that we need. I think we're terribly mismanaged in education. But more than that, I think that the trampling of our rights as individuals, that's got to be number one. Because I believe the only legacy of any value we can leave the next generation is that of their individual liberty. Thank you very much. Wow, that was fast.